again environmental issues with the natural features like Nokrek, Loktak. We discussed Nokrek already. Even question UPSC has previous, you can say once we were discussing that Nokrek is a peak of the Garo hill, and that is not in Sikkim, rather in Meghalaya area. And it is again justified here, whichever, if we have carefully already PYQ, then earlier they have mentioned Nokrek in the Garo hill, Meghalaya, Garo Khasi Jayantiya. So Nokrek is famous biosphere reserve, and this is of course first statement is correct. First one is correct. First is correct, then one either A or C option. So if we check here that okay, if we know Loktak Lake, Loktak Lake is correct or incorrect? Loktak Lake in Manipur area, famous lake of central Manipur area. Suppose it is the Manipur area. In Manipur, you will check here, very famous lake is there, Loktak Lake. The example of the drainage, centimeter drainage, a small river falling into middle portion. But Barel Hill, a famous hill of northeastern region, and Barel Hill at the boundary here. So Barel Hill is here. Barel is in Assam, making the boundary with Nagaland, Manipur, and even going to Meghalaya side, Barel Hill. So there is no connection of Barel Hill with the Loktak Lake. It is incorrect. Barel at the boundary, Barel range, Assam, a famous hill of Assam, a part of northeastern region of Purvanchal Hill. And this Assam to even going to Nagaland border also, and little bit touching the Meghalaya and boundary of Manipur also, but Loktak Lake in the center, it is Loktak. Namdafa National Park, if two option is wrong here, only option A is left, so it will also be wrong. Namdafa National Park, actually that is also Arunachal Hill, Arunachal area, Dafla Hill though in Arunachal, but Namdafa slightly eastern side. And in the northeastern area, if I check also here, Namdafa in this region, Namdafa National Park, and Dafla Hill slightly westward, Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi. And Namdafa is part of the, not Dafla Hill, rather Patkai Hill, northeastern hill region, Patkai in Arunachal Pradesh. So we are observing they are asking question on connecting with environmental issues also. Either through the environmental issues you go through that, or through geographical aspect you go through that. But in both the ways it will be rewarding. Anyhow you will be getting one connection. So it must be our habit that connecting environmental issues with geography and vice versa. So both sections we have to, even art and culture with geography, history with geography. Even in mains examination now UPSC asking the question, monsoon and culture, and also history, that ancient India, the role of the geography. So it is interdisciplinary approach. So it would be good if we have this kind of habit, okay, relevance of any hill and then connecting like that. Okay, A option, Namdafa more eastward than the Dafla, Dafla is westward of Arunachal. And after this part, the next question, if you check here in this list, it is a kind of question, if you have a little bit idea of the Himalaya, you could give the answer. When you travel in Himalaya, you will see the following: deep gorges, Siang Gorge and Indus Gorge, or Brahmaputra Gorge, Indus Gorge, Kali Gorge. Many rivers are antecedent rivers cutting the Himalayas since their birth, making the deep valleys. Deep valleys we call gorges. So once you check in Himalayan side, Himalaya is like that. Many rivers are coming here: Indus River, Satluj River, Kali River, Teesta River, Brahmaputra River, Indus, Satluj, Kali, Teesta, Brahmaputra, making the deep valleys here. Brahmaputra making near Namcha Barwa. Teesta River in Sikkim making a gorge here. Kali River is also making a gorge in Uttarakhand and Nepal border, and Satluj River, Himachal border, and Indus River on Pakistan-Indian border. U-turn river courses. You know Brahmaputra River. If you check here, that due to this nature of the Himalaya, when Brahmaputra River is coming from the northern area, from Mansarovar Lake side, very close to Mansarovar, of course, in Kailash mountain, and this river, due to the nature of the Himalaya, also taking the U-turn. Uton River course is also correct. Deep gorges. Parallel mountain range, Greater Himalaya, Lesser Himalaya, Shivalik Himalaya. Parallel also correct. Steep gradient, everybody is aware of. That steep gradient, many landslide in Himachal, Kinnauр district, in Chamoli, in Uttarkashi. Landslide is very common. So fourth is correct everywhere. So fourth here. And parallel mountain range, third is also correct. So A can't be, B can't be. Even when you don't know the first 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 you are aware correct. So either option C or option D. But 1 and 2 deep gorges also. So 1 is given here. Even you don't know regarding the 2 U-turn river courses. Brahmaputra is the U-turn. This question UPSC has the river section also. So 1, 2, 3, 4. D is the right answer. It will not take much time conceptually you are sung regarding these kind of questions. So paper is demanding first the foundation and basic knowledge, and also some ability of making the diagrams, and then in geography based questions, if we have the good idea of combining these two skills, more chances are there we will approach the right answer. If we revise properly, confusion will be less and less, then we can make it more correct. So option is choosing which will be the more correct option. And see the next in this list here, the Himalayan ranges, again the Himalaya. You will see how many questions on the Himalaya. Maximum question physiography in Himalaya, and then in south western Ghat area, and few questions on the eastern Ghat also, Vindhyachal Satpura also, Aravalli Hill also. So few famous hills and famous mountains they have picked up, and the features they are asking from those areas. And Himalayan range is very rich in the species diversity. Which one of the following is the most appropriate reason for this phenomenon? It has a high rainfall that supports luxuriant vegetative growth. You know that most appropriate reason of variety of the species. You know, though Himalaya in the east, Arunachal more rainfall, but same Himalaya in Ladakh, Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal, that is dry region. So rainfall is not much in western part, northern part of the India by monsoon. So the first statement is not as correct. Western Himalaya dry region. It has a confluence of the different biogeographical region. You know that in Himalayan side, if you check here, then one thing is there, Himalaya having more height, and in the bottom we have the tropical condition. As height is increasing, temperature is declining, then subtropical region, then temperate region, then coniferous, temperate coniferous, then alpine. And variety is available because of the kind of temperature declining with the height. Temperature and the height has inverse relationship, height and temperature. So tropical forest, subtropical forest, temperate forest, coniferous vegetation also like pine, devdar in Himalaya, alpine also, the lichen moss and soft grassland. So you will see here it is a confluence of different biogeographic regions. Many zones are there: tropical zone, subtropical zone, temperate zone. And exotic and invasive species have not been introduced. It is wrong. Actually, many invasive species, lantana we see, lantana weed, parthenium grass also we see in the Himalaya, introduced by many people in the past. That is invasive species, exotic species came from outside like American plant, parthenium and lantana. It has the less human interference. You know everywhere the human interference is there. D can't be wrong. C, only A and B option. But in A, high rainfall everywhere support. That high rainfall in Himalaya is not there in the western side. Monsoon is weak there. So it can't be for entire Himalaya, but it is applicable in entire. Height wise, temperature is declining, several regions are there: subtropical region, temperate broadleaf region, temperate coniferous region, alpine region. So option B is correct. Diversity in Himalaya due to multiple you can say the ecosystems are available at different height as temperature is changing. Climatic variation, biogeographic differences are coming up here. And take the last question of the physiographic aspects. And what is that particular part here in the last of this physiographic aspects? Just check the question 2011 to 2023, and in that series in physiographic aspects, one more question, this question here. a state in India has the following characteristics. Its northern part is arid and semi-arid. Okay, northern part. So in Ladakh you go, it is arid or semi-arid. In Rajasthan, we can't say properly because Thar desert in the west of the Rajasthan. Some northern part also you can say, even okay, Rajasthan it could also be there. But central part, second statement, produces cotton. Rajasthan is not famous for cotton. Ladakh is not famous for cotton. Maharashtra, Gujarat is famous for cotton. Okay. Cultivation of cash crop in predominant over food crop. Then if Maharashtra you talk about not having any arid or semi-arid, then more chances are there that the kind of state the Gujarat meeting with all three characteristics. Gujarat, run of Kutch area, white desert, run of Kutch, marshy land, saline water. It is minimum water. That's why water has become saline. Evaporation is more than the precipitation. Of minimum rivers are there. Luni river also disappeared here after reaching here, and that is the arid area. And of course, semi-arid zone also in the north. And one crop grown here, cotton in the black soil area, and so groundnut. Gujarat is famous for cotton and groundnut. Number one producer of cotton and groundnut, and tobacco also second largest producer after Andhra. So many commercial crop, and this is you can say central part cotton black region. Saurashtra Plateau is also famous for black soil, good for cotton. So that is the Gujarat B option. So that way you can choose. So it is better that diagrammatic way we have to adopt, and we must try to solve the question based on diagram.